Hello everybody, and welcome all you worm nerds. This is one of my first bins. It's about a month old, and I'm still trying to learn just how much each of these bins is eating. So I do more frequent checks of them to see if they need more food, if I'm feeding too much. So I'm going to dig in here. This is a bin of a mix of blue worms, red wigglers, and European night crawlers from Uncle Jim's. So we've got quite a variety of worms in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and dig in, see what they've been doing. Alright, so I fed over here the last time, and it was maybe 4 days ago. So I fed them some kiwi scraps, some mango pieces, mango peels, and some cucumber trimmings and rotten parts. So I'm noticing that they aren't really interested in these ginkgo berries. These are ginkgo berries that I found along my trip back and forth to work on the bike. There's some ginkgo trees that I pass. So I picked up a few to see if the worms would be interested in them. They're not really digging into them. That looks like a piece of an eggplant that we had in there. This looks like a banana stem that they're working on. These are some peanut shells that I just threw in there to see what would happen. They are unsalted, by the way, so don't worry, I'm not salting my worms. Oh, wow. So they're all down in here, and I'm not really seeing anything other than the ginkgo, the hard stem of a banana, and some pawpaw seeds from some pawpaw fruit remnants that I threw in there when I first got them about a month ago, when the pawpaws were nice and ripe. So I don't see any of the cucumber or kiwi. Oh wait, there's a piece of cucumber. So they have absolutely decimated what I gave them just a few days ago. So it looks like they need a feeding. They're all over in this corner, so I'm going to move the new feeding zone just a few inches over to get them to rotate around the bin. So I'm going to put all the new food over here. And I'm feeding today some coffee grounds, some remnants of a salad that we had last night, a banana peel, some withered grapes, and some celery. Alright, so I'm going to try and bury the banana peel because fruit flies in this house really like bananas. We have to keep all of our fruit in the refrigerator during the summer because we want to keep the fruit flies out of the house. Alright, so I'm just going to bury this. And it looks like it's another banana stem they demolished. So it looks like in the past month or so they've gone through 2 banana peels. So alright, so they're doing pretty well. They're also cranking out a lot of cocoons. I'm noticing a lot of cocoons in this particular bin. So they are reproducing pretty good so far. I did find my grit. I am making a new batch, of course, as soon as I started making. Ah, now I'm seeing mites. Oh, wow, right here in the newspaper, mites. One mite. Dang it. Alright. Of course, I put all the bedding on before I put the grit on. Oop. See, I keep blocking the camera. One of these days I'll learn. Alright. Forgive me, I'm new at this. Not only being a vermicomposter, but filming things close up. I'm using one of my cameras to film this that I normally use on my bike commutes. So I'm testing them to see just how close one can get to this particular camera. It's not really meant for close-ups, but hopefully it does the trick. Normally this camera would be mounted on my bike helmet, so it's waterproof, which I like just in case we have a little mishap here with the worms, and worms go flying everywhere and get the camera wet. And I am one of those people who's likely, because I'm so clumsy, to actually knock over my whole setup here. And if there's a way to knock over a worm bin, I will find a way to do it. Alright, so that's it for this bin. The moisture level seems pretty good. I'm going to cover this guy back up. Might be actually a little too moist because of one or two mites that I saw. So maybe I will leave the lid off of this for now. Alright, that is my bin A. I have them labeled by letter so far. I've got A, B, and C. This has been A. They ate much more than I thought they would, so I think that's a good thing. Alright, until next time, this is the Worm Weirdo.